Hey everyone, welcome to Hanging with Uncle. I'm Gene, and let's get into it. Because I see a continuous theme going recently. We talked about the cuts to Medicare, and we talked about Joni Ernst and her sarcastic comments about how, well, everyone's going to die anyway, so what's the point? Um, I'll tell you the point, Joni. The point is the quality of life that people have. Yes, we're all going to die, even you, but that's not the issue. The issue is the quality of life that we have while we're here. So, for example, if you have an elderly person who is on Medicare and they paid for it their entire working life, and let's just say they need blood pressure medicine, okay? Well, you're going to die anyway, so we're going to cut that so you don't have access to it or make it more expensive. And maybe I'm going too far fetched. I don't know. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Please leave them in the comments section. But the part that really aggravates me is that now she's doubling down on her comments about, oh, we're all going to die anyway, as she was walking through a cemetery saying, I'm sorry, did you not realize you were going to die? Like making fun of the fact that she thinks it's okay to take away health care from millions of seniors and disabled people. All the while her and her family get federal funding and grant money for the farms that they own and operate. So, you're a hypocrite. And the whole reason this Medicare bill is going on not only is to cut funding, but to give tax breaks to the rich to offset that. So, it's giving to the rich, stealing from the poor, again, just like trickle-down economics and the wealth transfer from the working class to the already rich. But it doesn't just end there with her. She's just one senator. The thing is that Republicans have a majority in the Senate, and while there are some that are publicly hemming and hawing to give you a false sense of security that the bill won't pass, don't kid yourself. It will pass. It may go back to the House after they revise a couple of things, but make no mistake, it will pass. And they're lying to you, trying to justify this by saying, oh, we're addressing waste, fraud, and abuse. Well, if you want to address waste, fraud, and abuse, then let's reverse trickle-down economics and stop giving tax breaks to the people who don't need it, who are already billionaires and don't need it. So I think we should pay attention to what's going on. And another lie or cloak they're putting behind this is trying to justify to the American people, oh, we're spending too much, trying to make it a spending issue. But the thing is, by cutting Medicaid or Medicare, whatever you want to call it, and giving those tax breaks to the rich, they're adding another close to $4 trillion to the debt. So the party that's supposed to be fiscally responsible and talks about balancing a budget wants to add more money to the debt, and they're lying to you in order to do that. Now, it doesn't matter. They're already in office. Like I said, they're going to do it anyway. But we have a chance, again, next year in the midterms, to vote out every Republican who voted to take your Medicare rights away from you. And to me, getting them out of Washington is eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse, because they're the biggest contributors of that. So it's just like, the kid who throws the rock and breaks the window and points the finger at the other one. We all know the one who points the finger is the one who threw the rock and broke the window. That's the GOP right now. So, just wake up, see what's going on, pay attention, and vote your best interests. Don't vote for your team. because your team should be the Constitution, not a Democrat or a Republican. And I'll just leave it there. So I know it's hard for some people to wrap their mind around a new way of thinking. Perfect example of that is the time, and I have it on the shows a few months ago, where this lady was wearing a hockey sweater, was calling it a jersey, which is fine, it is, but in hockey terms, it's called a sweater, but it's too stupid or limited in her thinking capacity to expand it to go, oh, it's called a sweater. You know, and uneducated, stupid people like that are why we're in the situation we're in now. And that's just my opinion. Again, I'd love to know what your thoughts are. That's what the comment section is for. So once again, you guys know the drill here on YouTube. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and don't forget to click that notification bell so you don't miss any more information like this. So I'm Gene. Thank you for hanging with Uncle. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.